Ladies and gentlemen, we are here, the final round of 2021 Tim Selinske U.S. Masters Championships presented by Innova Champion Discs. Ace One Productions once again bringing you this coverage from Harmony Benz. I am Felix.
And I am Conrad.
Conrad, this is it. Comes down to this last day.
They picked the perfect battleground here at Harmony Benz to have this final. Every hole is a contender. Nothing is a gimme. We have our lead card here. Final round. The man that's been in the mix the entire time, Dave Feldberg. Last round he shot 7 under. We also have Geoff Bennett. He also shot 7 under last round to stay in contention. We have Brad Schick, who shot 6 down last round. And K-Mac Kevin McCoy, he also shot a 6 down last round to get his way onto the final card.
All right, check it in. You see we have a tight battle coming in. Just one stroke difference between Dave, Geoff, and Brad coming into this. Kevin McCoy, 21 under. Anything can happen here at Harmony Benz.
So we have a great starting hole here at hole 1, par 5, 833 feet. You have multiple OBs you have to avoid. You have to really strategize and execute your shots. Being off by just a little bit can cost you strokes here. So with this being the final round and every stroke counting, this is a true great starting hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Harmony Benz at Strawn Park in Columbia, Missouri, and the 2021 Tim Selinske Masters Championship presented by Innova. This is the lead card. 21 consistent and impressive years on the Pro Tour, playing his 570th PDGA event this weekend. He's won 119 times, including all the majors, a former USDGC champion, a former world champion. He is currently the 3-time reigning Masters World Champion, sponsored by Infinite Discs, NADGT, and Zanfell. He is your leader at 24 under par from Eatonville, Georgia, Dave Feldberg.
What an intro.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Can we get this guy on commentary?
Yeah. I got goosebumps, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch them golf here. Dave's been in the driver's seat pretty much the entire tournament. But it has not been easy. He's had competition the entire way. Moving a little right, he wants it to hook up. It's coming.
Good shot.
That is perfect.
With 173 career wins for this season, most recently at Fire in the Sky, over 163,000 in career earnings, and supported by Discraft. From Galena, Ohio, Brad Schick.
A little bit of confusion there on the tee. They announced Brad instead of Geoff second, so that's why.
Go ahead, man.
Off the card. Go ahead, I introduced you.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, so Brad's going to go ahead and tee off. There's a bit of the confusion on the tee order. Brad, as he's done before, that forehand coming up shy of the OB, playing for position.
Yep.
And his first win.
Since then, 120 career wins. Champion this year at the Lumberjack Open, Angry Squirrel, and the reigning Discraft CCR Open champion. He's supported by Innova, Gateway, Discraft, MVP, and DGA. From Canton, Michigan, Geoff Bennett.
Geoff.
Geoff let one out there. Is it going to have enough to get over? Whoa, barely.
And finally, 5 times the winner this year at the Tour de Griffin, Bowling Green Open, Magic City Mega Bowl, the Midsummer Meltdown, and he is your 2021 Pro Masters Mini Golf Champion. Supported by Innova and co-owner of Kentucky Derby winner Authentic. From Sonoya, Georgia, Kevin McCoy.
Is that going to get sneaky or?
Yeah.
All right. So we can say Kevin's used to having a pony in the show, huh?
Oh,
big
yeah.
show. Yeah, we can say that. All right.
All right, Brad playing for position on his drive. Let's see what he's doing here. Going forehand, staying out wide.
Ooh, but it's into the tree, so it got cut down a little early. Not exactly where he wanted to be.
Kevin a little low.
Yeah.
He's going to have a choice to make from there whether he's going to try to get close to the OB that surrounds or comes up close to the pin, or if he's just going to lay up.
That just comes out and takes the immediate kick into the OB.
Dave got aggressive with this in round 1 and tried to get as close to as he could to the OB his first time.
Yeah, he ended up going OB, so he's probably down in the back just a little bit here, and that's exactly what he did. But he put himself a little over further left than I think he would ideally want because there's just so many trees over there to get back to the green.
Yeah, the angle's going to be a little tight. Brad with another forehand.
Just going for position, not being too aggressive here.
Ooh, good tree.
It hits the tree.
Did that roll in?
But it went OB. No. I think it was hit at OB anyway, but that tree hit. I guess it had options of not going OB, but it still just made it there. McCoy looked like he's going for the green with this one.
Good.
Oh, and that fell. That is OB as well.
That was
you
coming.
See the
left.
OB line there.
Tree kick just pushed him out. They're discussing here where Geoff went out.
Yeah, I mean, he's already OB. Give him at least a line on it. Whatever you guys can. You good with that, Kev?
Geoff already scramble mode here on hole 1, which is
going
easy to do on this hole.
Oh, it gets clipped, and that too is OB.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, double OB on the first hole. That's not how you want to start finishing day.
Yeah, you can see it's all over his face. And here's the pinch angle we were talking about with Dave. He's got a tricky hyzer to get to this pin.
He's done it before with his Cenis.
Oh, and that gets clipped down by the last tree and has gone out of bounds.
I don't know if I could have predicted the lead card, hole 1, everyone finding OB.
Ooh, K-Mac off the band. Yeah, this is not the start you would have thought you'd be seeing from these guys. Everybody, little jitters, little nerves, just it's a tough starting hole, like we said.
It is.
Beautiful up there for Brad and Geoff. Dave, this is about where he threw it in from on round 1. About that angle.
Yeah, it's just over. Yeah, Harmony Bends, I'll say that the starting hole and finish hole are probably, I haven't looked at the stats, but I wouldn't be surprised if those are the 2 hardest holes on the course. Or at least the 2 with the most OB strokes.
Dave leaving that one low. He mentioned on Instagram that he just wasn't feeling his putt yesterday with the wind. Misses an early one here to start the round.
Try to ring it.
A couple of cracks in the armor there. Nice comeback putt there by K-Mac. Brad dropping in his bogey.
Geoff with a double.
Dave with the double.
Dave with a double. So everyone taking a step back here.
Got a shake up top early. Brad, Schick, and Dave are now tied. Geoff still one back.
And McCoy is 2.
Heading into hole 2, par 4, 576 feet. You want to hit this initial gap or the one on the left where the drone is flying with something that is either bending right or turning right, depending on if you're throwing a forehand or a turnover. These guys are going to be trying to push to this landing area right around here to give themselves about 180 foot upshot or so, maybe 200 feet or so into this green, which is very fast and has OB directly behind it.
Yeah, we've seen that OB come up quick on upshots before.
That one's turned a bit out of Brad's hand. Needs to find some luck.
I think that went over 5's tee pad.
It's closer than they are teeing over there on 5. So incoming, boys. Kevin with a nice tilt on that trike, but starting to fight back out.
Yeah, push a little straight.
He's right over by where Brad ended up.
That looks a lot better. Oh.
But.
Well, okay.
I kicked him back in the middle.
Yeah.
See if Geoff can take advantage here. Go to forehand.
It's early hit.
Right in the middle. Geoff, this Firebird here. Trying to get back into position. A little wide, but he'll be on the edge there. He'll have some kind of step out forehand or something. He's got so many shot types he can make something happen. So Dave here trying to take advantage of the good tree kick. Rock in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful tilts. Sit.
Oh.
Sit.
Oh. Almost came back in bounds. But yeah, the fast green, it comes up so quick. Everything about that shot looked perfect.
Dave is sputtering here on the start. Came at
going with a
roller. Get crafty.
And you have to trust that roller throwing it towards OB behind the basket.
He's left himself probably right at the 55-ish mark.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Brad liked the roller. He's going with it as well.
Oh, but he gets the tree.
Okay, but he's in the middle. They can still... both of those guys can get up and down for par from there. Another Firebird on a turnover forehand.
Oh, that got knocked down.
Brad laying up here.
I left a little bit more meat on there than he wanted, but I guess playing it safe from the OB.
Yeah.
Geoff taking it a little bit closer, having a little bit more faith in those rocks stopping his disc.
Came back here, like you said, about 55, 60 probably.
He is eyeing this too. This is not a layup.
There's no way he's running this. He's got OB 5 feet behind the basket.
Yeah.
All right.
A man with a plan.
What a 3.
Way to get the run back. Hey, his game plan was to birdie hole 2, so that was happening.
Wow. Just a fearless run at that basket. Getting some love from the rest of the card. Wow. Dave will save his par there. Brad a little high, but catches enough chains to bring it on down. Another bogey there for Geoff. He's struggling here to start. Kevin moving 1 stroke closer. Geoff dropping 1 more bag. Got a battle early on here at Harmony Bends.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to like go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit and we're here to stay. We're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
Hole 3 is a shorty here at Harmony Bends, but still not quite a gimme. It is a par 3 at 232 feet, but you do have to navigate this narrow fairway. Most guys are going to just take a putter up here. As long as you have the shot shape right, you should be able to tap in for a 2. If not, you may be scrambling for more than that.
Kevin takes the box after that fearless birdie on the last hole.
Oh.
Throwing a rock.
Oh.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Sat up though. You have the potential to roll away back down to hole 1's fairway on this hole.
That's not hole 1's fairway. That's OB.
Oh, that is, yeah.
You get the OB before you get to the fairway. All right, that right there is a
buzz by Brad.
Last time he hit that within like 5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Davis hit a tree, and that is trickling down that side hill.
All of them are coming off with just a little off, and that's all it takes here for the course to take advantage of you.
Tomahawk? Yes, sir. Ooh, that's got some
right.
speed. Oh, good tree. Who knows where that would have ended up without that tree?
Just about another 30 feet left.
30, 200.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, and just like I was saying, the easy birdie hole can become a bogey real quick.
Turn over with the Cenis. Sit down.
Settle.
Good
right.
rocks there to stop it.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do at this point.
Oof, okay. So Brad with a rare look at 2 on this card.
And gets the bird.
Gets it.
All right.
Man, this is tightening up quick. At hole 3, we've already had a lot happen. Geoff also looking to get the birdie.
He does.
And
All
he
right.
needed that to get things going. Nice 2 there.
Yeah, if you haven't been watching all of the rounds, I mean, no one has been safe at the top with the lead. There's been a 4-way tie with the lead. I can't think of any other championships where that has, come into play.
Yeah, it's been a battle. You can see Brad is now taking the lead over Dave by 1 stroke heading into hole 4. Hole 4 downhill par 3, 288 feet, a tight gap and a tight tunnel going all the way down here. Essentially, it's just throw your straightest shot. Try not to veer too far off to the right or left into a green here that is relatively quick. So coming downhill with pace and then having some kind of brakes as you come down here is not easy to execute, but it's the shot that's demanded on this hole.
Yeah, definitely getting inside the circle is a premium here. This Brad is throwing his buzz again. He's walking to see how it plays out.
Settle.
And
that'll work.
Yeah, that's inside the circle.
He was able to bend and get every inch of left and right in that fairway. Another tomahawk. Swirling around. Right by Brad.
Yeah.
It's the first overhand I've seen on this hole. Dave, a little low, a little right.
When he gets a little love, kicks him forward and over to the center.
Yeah, he's closer than the putt he made in round 1 on this hole.
That's still drifting to the right. Gets knocked down and that's rolling.
Now it's going left.
That's rolling. Stop.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So Kevin having to navigate through these small trees here that are just staggered all around.
Oh yeah, he was running that.
Let's see if Dave can cash in a circle 2 putt here. Get the round going. Oh, he knew that away.
Immediately.
Yeah. He's just off. Something's just off there.
You got to hit the comeback.
That's a good comeback, though.
Yeah.
Steady the nerves. Hit the slight uphill comebacker. Geoff birdie. Back-to-back birdies here. Yes, sir. There you go. So after the rough first 2 holes, getting a couple of birdies under you.
Yeah.
Now we're playing some golf. There we go. Brad as well. Back-to-back birdies.
Kevin should walk by here and tap in his par.
Yes, sir. Good recovery from where he was.
All right, we still see a lot of action here on the scoreboard. Dave and Geoff are 2 off of Brad. McCoy is hanging in there. Hole 5 is a par 4, 512 feet with this monstrous climb off the tee. If you can get up to this landing area up here, anywhere up top, you'll have an alley either to the right or to the left to attack the pin. Getting up the hill and in position seems to be the hardest part. Once you're up here, a simple forehand or backhand should suffice to get you into the green so that you can tap out for your bird. Harmony Bends has several hills. This is one that you don't like having to climb. Having to throw up it's even more tough. That right there.
He's just ahead of that second rock formation there.
So he stayed. He's not at the bottom, we'll put it that way.
This has a little bit more height and pace.
Yeah.
And he'll be just left of where Brad ended up.
Yeah, not quite the top.
He's got a lot of turn on that.
He's trying to correct from what he did the first round. He gets a little tree kick. I don't know where that put him. How far off to the right he'll end up.
Oh, missed that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kevin is pretty much where he was round 1, just on that flat on the left-hand side there. So he's got a similar turnover here, which he executed to perfection during round 1. This looks a little lower, and he hits a tree.
I think round 1 he was further to the left. He had a different alley that he could go down.
Geoff lining up the forehand with a Firebird. That's a lot of angle. Slides up.
I thought it was going to cut and roll away.
Yeah. Just hard panned right at the last second there. Or panned off of that dirt there. Last second flattened out. Brad with some tricky footing here. Running uphill and he pulls it right. That's so easy to do when you're coming uphill into a shot. You have a tendency to yank it.
That tree stopped him from going even further out of play.
Yeah. Dave here has a turnover. It looks like he's going to be a little pinched. Oh, he had a backdoor alley. Sit there. Right at circle's edge.
Yep. Nice upshot. Be able to save his par from there.
Brad's got the lead. He wants no part of that. Dave looking to get one back here from a knee right at circle's edge. Yes, sir. Clutch putt there from Dave.
Geoff rings up his bird as well.
Nice turkey, Geoff. 3 in a row.
Brad taps in for his par. McCoy is going to do the same.
All right, so things are tightening up here. Geoff, after that start, is now just 1 off of the lead with Dave. Brad holding on to a 1-stroke lead. We head into hole 6, par 3, 289 feet off the tee. You've got a couple different gaps you can attack this hole with. Most of the guys are going to be taking this center gap that the drone is angling towards now. Really just throwing a driver, or fairway or distance driver on hyzer, trying to avoid this last dead tree in the middle of the fairway here as it bends towards the green to give yourself anything inside of 33 here is a good shot on this one. Never mind the hyzer thing I just said, we're going to see a roller. Forehand roller and cutting.
He almost snuck there. That last tree got him.
Yeah.
Dave going with the hyzer thing.
Throwing his Emperor.
And he makes it around and gets the roll.
Right inside the circle.
There you go.
There you go. Brad also going hyzer. A little higher, a little more angle. Somehow a little less skip. That's odd.
And no roll.
Yeah.
It's a little lower. Oh.
It's a little wide there. Looks like it clipped something. So once again, Kevin will have to work on those on the scramble stats here. Slide on up. Yep. Let's see if Geoff. I guess Geoff is running this.
Oh yeah. Kind of dropped a little bit.
Yeah, there was some wind on this hole. One of the few times we've had wind on this course. Ooh, what a putt, Brad.
Extra kick to make sure it goes in.
Well, he sees Dave is right there, so he needed that to stay a stick above.
Yeah.
Dave cashing in after the nice drive. You're not going to sneak that birdie opportunity past him.
And to solidify the scramble stats, you got to make the putt. And there it is.
He does. We'll call him Kevin Scrambled Eggs McCoy. Geoff finally stops getting birdies.
All right. Brad holding on to that 1-stroke lead over Dave. Geoff and McCoy still chasing. Hole 7 is a par 3, 417 feet, all downhill. You got to navigate this narrow gap here, this narrow hallway. Getting out and still having the right angle on the disc, not to get caught up in the brush that's there on the right. I think most of the guys will settle for being out in the open to have an easy look at it versus trying to be extremely close. This is a hard one to get really close to with all that you have to do to get there.
Nah, this is easy. All you gotta do is throw a perfect shot. Dave eyeing that tunnel with an eagle. This looks good.
Keeps just that tree, yeah. And that's a long look, but he's out in the open. He actually has a look. We've seen some shots closer and just obstructed. Ooh, is that gonna get sneaky?
Turned. Come on.
Oh,
it
yeah,
fights
that's
through.
And he's out in the open as well.
It's about pin high.
There's a little bit
A little
past
further.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. He should be inside the circle there.
There's a little bit of wind out there. It's hard to read from up top here because you're protected by these trees. That looks filleted.
Yes.
Sit. Takes a little bit of a high bounce.
And that's up in the circle as well, right behind the heel that drops off right behind the basket.
A little higher. Through the wide tree. Settle.
But I assume that's not the gap he was aiming for.
I don't think he'll be able to run anything from there. We'll see. Yeah, this is really obstructed.
I think he's still going to run it. Have you not seen this man today?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe half bit. I don't know what that was.
Stress-free drop in there. Dave here looking to cash in another birdie here and put the pressure back on Brad's shoulders.
Oh.
Just low.
And there's that slight wind that's out there.
And Brad cashes in the birdie. Man, these guys are just going back and forth. It's a chess match at this point. Dead center, right line.
Yeah. Again, and it's easy for the slight breeze just to play with your mind, not even play with your disc.
All right, Brad pushing that lead out to 2 there. 26 under par. Coming into hole 8, 192 feet, par 3, uphill the entire way. Plays a little further, not too much further though. You see this green is just a rollaway waiting to happen. These logs will help to protect your disc from these rollaways, but nothing is guaranteed. You really just want to hit this initial gap straight as you can and hope that it settles anywhere near the basket here for an easy 2. But these are easy 2s can turn into 3s or 4 with that hill. Brad was going back. There was a bit of a breeze, so he's going back and forth between this. Finally settled on the forehand line here.
How did he get to those trees?
And he is about 15 feet to the right of the pin. Dave going wide right gap, having the hill funnel it back towards the pin.
Just inside the circle. Ooh, that's low.
Forehand.
Okay, it stayed.
It stayed up. Kevin going the right gap. This looks perfect. Right behind it.
Yep.
Geoff with a tough uphill putt here.
Oh,
good
hit
hit.
that right in the right spot. That's not an easy putt to make.
No, it is not. Dave, this is a scary one because if he misses this, he can roll all the way back down the hill. All right. Right center of chains, beautiful putt, good birdie. This is definitely one you want to get. Like you see this on the scorecard, you're like, oh, this is got to get this one. Came back with a nice putt as well. Brad is the closest. We are looking at a possible star frame here, Brad.
Don't let us down. Don't let us down. There he goes.
It is. Nicely done, gentlemen. That's how you play that hole.
So nothing lost, nothing gained here.
Disc golf was a sport that nobody knew about when I first started playing. I had to explain it to my parents, my family.
When I first started, I grew up in Ohio playing disc golf and just playing locally.
It was, not as big of a deal. There was never a gallery. There was never video coverage. I've been touring for the last decade and seen this early point in development now to this crazy growth.
Parents can want their kids to play disc golf because there's a future there, there's money, there's professionalism.
I just imagine it just getting bigger and better, and I'm excited to be part of it.
All right, hole 9 is one of the par 5s on the course, coming in at 684 feet. You either want to take the gap that the drone is fine now or over to the right. You want to get to this initial landing area so that you have an option of going yet another split fairway. The drone is taking a right view here. Getting through this gauntlet of trees becomes the difficult part of the hole before you approach the green, which is also sitting at a raised plateau with nothing but a fall off behind it. So a lot of stuff going on this hole.
Oh, no.
Brad hits early.
That kicks him off to where we saw Dutch in round 1 on that right side. Dave sees an opportunity. Hammers a hyzer up the right side.
Just puts that in the prime. Got me dancing a little bit. Prime location. For taking the right gap. I think he's a little far up to take the left.
Just those little straights. Yeah. I'll be on that right side there, so. Let's see what Kevin's got here. Ooh. I wasn't sure if he slipped there. It looked like he just... Something odd about that release there. So Brad not quite as far in as Dutch was, so he's got a little bit of room to work with. Lining up a forehand uphill on a turnover. Just gets inside of that tree and back in the middle. Great execution there.
Yeah.
Doing a forehand roller, cutting right.
Oh.
And ends up just off the fairway on the right there. Oh, tree kick on the center there, and it kicked him over to the left-hand side. Let's see what K-Mac can do here from the right-hand side.
Oh.
Settle. You can see it's a gauntlet of trees. Once
these trees are really playing defense. It's a little high, but okay.
Kind of trickled a bit back towards the middle, but he'll have a weird...
Well, you say towards the middle. That's the middle of a bunch of trees is what he's in.
Well, he'll hopefully have a step-out forehand or something. Dave on a similar line. Okay,
he's a little further up, yeah. He's a little higher on the hill, but he's closer toward the basket. Oh,
roller. Chasing it down.
That thing has some steam.
Whoa. Whoa.
He called for it to go in, but it was past the basket. You found the line for sure, but the speed, just a little bit too much. We got another roller here?
Another roller. Another hopper.
Oh, he got helped out by that tree, slowed it down.
Touch forehand, that's so scary. Oof, just the right speed.
As I look at the green here, I see how it's fast in the front of the green, and then they have the chips to kind of slow it down. But it is the front half, the front 30 feet of the green is rather fast. Where is Kevin? Oh, there he is.
Way back there, throwing it, almost throwing it in. Geoff with a long bid.
Ooh, just
over it. Yep.
McCoy is trying to give us multiple highlights. There you go.
Dave
nice
with a
bird.
birdie.
So that's how you're supposed to play the hole.
Yeah. We've seen all kinds of ways to play it. It's a good par save there for Geoff after being off the fairway to start, having a couple of bad kicks.
Was the grenade the only shot that we didn't see on this hole? I think
just about. Par there for Brad, so he's going to drop one back to Dave. And McCoy taking the bogey.
All right, so as we wrap up the front nine, we see Brad is comfortably in the lead. Well, not comfortably, it's one stroke in front of Dave. With Geoff and McCoy still in there with his last 9 holes coming up. There is no gimmies. You're going to have to earn every single stroke.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle down to the end. This is the track you want to see in this situation. So make sure you come on back, Check out the back nine. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/AceRunPro to join our community. Follow the PDGA at PDGA. Give us a follow as well. We are at AceRunPro. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We will see you on the back.